Hello and welcome to Orchids 365, and I'm going to do a quick little repot, so I thought it would be fun if you can join me. So remember when I unboxed these beautiful Dendrobiums from Hawaii? They're very tall and I've been keeping them in my Tambor pot. The problem is that when it rains or when my cat jumps, they just fall over. So I'm gonna be filling this with media and putting them very secure into my tambor pot. So first things first, we're gonna measure for size. When you take these out and you place them right next to it, you don't want to bury them in media because they need to also dry out, which is why I did these lines and these very see, so it can drain. So I was thinking we can have them fall around maybe here or here, like this. It would be better. So what I'm gonna do first before I put the media is I'm probably gonna put some lava rock in the bottom, maybe about a ½ inch. This pot is rather heavy compared to my other pots. They're still pretty light. This is a very top heavy orchid, so as a precaution for me, for things that I have experienced, I'm gonna go ahead, make it a little bit more heavy in the bottom with that. Just a layer in the bottom. I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to open the lava rock bag. Okay, I have the lava rocks on the floor, but I wanted to do this up on the table to get you a better view of how it's going, because you can see right through it. Here's my mix. I'm going to explain that, but first I'm going to grab the rocks. Lava rocks can be helpful. They're very porous though, so you have to be careful how you use them, how much you use them. They may work for me really good, they may not work for you. I always tell you, I'm a hobby grower and I do what works in the environment from my backyard. Okay, because even though if you're watching this and you grow in Florida, it's a whole other ecosystem, depending on the amount of humidity, on the light, on all these factors that make your environment unique to what you grow. So just because I'm doing this layer of lava doesn't mean you have to do it as well. See, I'm gonna pick it up. I can feel how much. I have a very big drainage hole in the bottom, so I don't have to worry. Plus, I have all of these that I've made. I'm gonna go ahead and pardon the noise. You really do want to put something on when you go in these bags because all kinds of things can travel. I'm telling you from experience. I mean, I've had these spiders, centipedes. You don't want them on your skin. So there, have about this much. I'm trying to show you. So now I'm gonna start with my mix. So I used to mix in a smaller container for those of you that have been following me for a very long time. So since my collection has expanded, I use this bucket. I have a very coarse mix here. I have bark, I have horticultural charcoal, and I have sponge rock. Sometimes I have leca. So I'm trying to use the chunkiest stuff that I have. A lot of stuff might fly out as I'm going, so I'm gonna start filling it up. Some things are gonna fall out, some things are gonna stay. And I'm gonna go about 2 inches high. And I'm gonna stop right there, and I'm gonna grab one so that I can test how much I have left. Okay, so I've gone up to maybe here. I would say about 2 inches. So I'm gonna grab one of these and test for size before I take them out of the pot or anything. And see this? I still think it's too low. I want this rim to be here so they can have good growing conditions and the roots can do whatever they please. So I'm gonna go ahead and put maybe about another inch of media, but I wanted to give you a good visual. Because ideally I would do this on the floor, but I feel like if I do it up here on the potting table, you can see a little bit better. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep on adding media. I'm glad I filled the bucket because I think I got half of it already. And I'm gonna try again. And let's see what we got here. I think I almost made it right there where I want. So I'm gonna tilt it to show you. See? Yeah, So what I'm gonna do now is, this feels really heavy, so now I feel really good. And notice I only did put a little bit of lava rocks at the bottom. So now I'm gonna see how these guys are doing in there. And what you want to do when you pot up dendrobiums that are like this size, very well established and blooming, you want to make sure that they're as tight as you can get them together, very, very, very tight, root bound, so that they can continue blooming. That stimulates the blooming. Like if you were to keep this in the pot like this, it's fine until it tells you it needs to go out. So that's what you want to do. You want to pack them up real tight together there. I wish now that I see this that I would have bought 3. I think they would have fit, but I didn't know. But I think these two, since they have so many canes, I think it's gonna make for a beautiful display. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down to show you how I'm gonna. So first thing you want to do, so I'm good at losing this, set this aside. You want to give it a gentle squeeze all around. I usually don't do these when they're in bloom, but I want to, because I'm gonna break the flower spike anyway if I keep letting them dangle the way that they were. So okay, there you go. Got a lot of media in there. I'm gonna try to keep that just the way it is. See, you really don't have to do anything to this right now. Some people will tell you, oh, whatever. I'm not touching it. I'm gonna just squeeze it in there. So I'm gonna carefully lay this aside. I don't think I'm gonna use this since I'm doing fresh potting up. Let me move this. I'm not being sponsored by anybody there. All right. I don't want to get into any trouble. All right. So anywho's, the other one. Hopefully it comes out as easy. Tag to the side. And what I usually do is I get my little hole puncher and I punch a hole in the tag and I zip tie it on there. Ooh, this one's got some serious root action going on there. If you don't have any plans on reusing these ones, because sometimes I use them, they're great. What you want to do is, if you want to save these roots, you want to cut the bottom. So when you give them that wiggle, see, because these are very, very healthy roots. I don't want to lose those roots. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this carefully on top of the other one. I'm going to grab something to cut that with. When I was a vendor at Miami last year, it was my debut, my first time there. This grower, Wilson, he has these. These are amazing. And I use my mini blowtorch to sterilize them and everything, and they cut amazing. No rust, no nothing. So I usually just use this to cut what I need to cut off of orchids, but this is a very thin plastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one snip on one side, one snip on the other side, in the hopes that I don't ruin these beautiful roots that I want to keep in the bottom, because I can care less about the pot when it comes to the orchid. Orchid is first. So now I'm going to cut along where I made that little snip, and you're going to see. Since I snipped it, I won't break it. I should be able to have these out. Oh, I need one more snip there. And success. Just by making those little snips, I let the root, this dry root was dead. No fresh roots or new roots were harmed. Yay! This is in very good condition. It has a lot of bark. Seems to be the good stuff. Kiara. So there you go. I have freed the babies. So now I'm gonna move this and bring my tambor up again. And I don't like how low they're sitting still. So I'm gonna add a little bit more. See, it takes a lot of patience, but this is very relaxing to me. I don't mind it at all. So I'm gonna grab some more. Maybe I'll just do this. Because you can always take out, right? No, I think I got too much. So I'm gonna use the pot that I have remaining here. Maybe take some out. There, that looks about right, just me looking at it. And then, so yeah, I think because I want to hold them in place, that maybe right here is a good spot, because that way the roots and everything, they fit, see? And I can just put media over it to hold it still. And I could probably use this. Oh my, I'm gonna probably change the view as soon as I put them so you can see the whole thing. But right now I'm just showing you that I'm testing for fit. So I'm testing it out, and this looks to me very, very good. So before anything moves, I'm gonna go ahead and use this pot that I scooped up some media. I'm gonna scoop up some more. So far I'm happy with how this design is holding the media and the stuff. I have a few other things growing in my prototypes of tambor pots that I'm gonna show you after I show you the final product here. I take this stuff very seriously because I use it with my orchids first. I would never ever sell you a product that I would not use with my plants. I am a major orchid lover, orchid grower, so if it doesn't pass the test with me, it never makes it to my shop. You better believe that, because I am super picky about quality and effectiveness and the health and the happiness of your orchids, and how beautiful, how much happiness the color is going to bring to your garden. Okay, wow. So far I'm loving it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the camera so that you can see how pretty it looks. So I'm gonna, oh my goodness, I can't stop staring at it. It's amazing. It's so pretty. Kind of glad I did too though. Room for growth. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Okay, I'm gonna show you the final product with the mess included. There are the lava rocks. There's my mix and my messy potting table. Here is my tambor pot, and here is the final product. Oh my goodness. Definitely gonna be a statement piece. I'm so happy that I did this. And they're still blooming, you guys. The flowers are intact. And I am loving it. So now I'm probably gonna be doing more of my dendrobium arrangements in my tambor pots. I'm just gonna use different colors. But I am very happy with how this turned out. Again, I'll remind you, a little bit of lava rock, a chunky mix, okay? That I explained in the beginning, and you don't want them to go too low, but high enough where you can just secure them. I'm probably gonna put a little more media if I see that this one, but I think she'll be fine. And I cannot wait to watch this grow in here. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me on this lovely day for a beautiful little repot. I'm gonna go ahead and show you a few of my other tambor pots that I have in use. One of my first prototypes was this one that's growing my beautiful Laelia. Now this one's a specimen that has grown really, really big. And I have her basically with just a little bit of lava, because it's top heavy because she's big, and nothing else, without media. She doesn't really like media. And as you get to know your orchids with the years, you just give them what they need. So this was a prototype tambor, one of the first ones that I printed. This one has been growing in there for quite a while, and she seems to like it. And I believe I have another one, and this is another prototype. Do you see those roots? This one is also sitting in barely any media, but it's because of the type of den that it is. And she is going all the way up here. And this is the new spike that's starting to open. That would be my second one. And I'll show you the other one. This was another design that I had done, but I found that the other design worked better. This is a Cattleya that I bought, bare root. I believe it was at the Redlands. This one has pure lava rock because I like experimenting. And yeah, it's there, doing its thing. And then this one's the one that we just did. Pardon the mess. I'm just put it, sorry for the noise. I'm gonna find a permanent spot, but for now I just love her here. Oh man, I'm really happy with this. And I'm gonna go ahead and put a flyer because we're gonna do our last OFI pop-up of the year in December 9th, And I might do an updated flyer because they keep adding vendors, because this is gonna be a very nice 3-day show. It's gonna be Friday, December 8th, Saturday, December 9th, and Sunday. So 8th through the 10th. I'm gonna be there Saturday, the 9th. There are gonna be so many fabulous vendors, and my friend Marley's gonna make her debut with her beautiful earrings with me on Saturday. You don't wanna miss that. It's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful show. If you're looking for special gifts, I'm also going to be revealing a new product that day. So I can't wait to see you guys there. Thank you for joining me for this special repotting project. Always, always be kind, stay safe, and happy growing. Catch you next time.